seat. They beat the Winnipeg Jets on Saturday in Winnipeg. They were not favored in that game, so it was an upset. They've won 7 of 10. So Philly's at 94 points. Then you've got Columbus, who upset Montreal on the road. They were sliding and went and beat the Canadiens handily, 5-2. Charlie Coyle scored twice. Big win for the desperate Blue Jackets. So they're at 92. The Capitals caught a break when the Penguins rested all their players in Pittsburgh on Saturday. They won. Alex Ovechkin had an empty netter there. So they're 3 back at 91 points. And then the Islanders had a hellacious loss to the Senators. So they're at 91 points.
Need a garage door fixed right now? Need someone to fix the opener or repair broken door springs? Maybe you need new rollers or cables. Door panels may be damaged. Maybe you think you need a new garage door. You need someone, and now call 1-844-345-4737 for Precision Garage Door Service. One of America's largest certified professional garage door experts has trucks fully stocked and ready to roll. Call 1-844-345-4737 for 24-hour same-day service in Pittsburgh and surrounding areas to fix any garage door problem. Precision will dispatch certified professional garage door technicians. They'll repair or replace anything on your garage door economically. No waiting. And if you do need a new garage door, Precision will provide a free estimate. Online, it's PittsburghGarageDoors.com or call 1-844-345-4737. Phone answers 24/7. Credit cards are accepted. Precision Garage Door Service.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
PA 060566.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I thought foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life. I've been through surgeries, foot injections.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. It changed my life.
Now open in the waterfront across from Yankee Candle next to Panera, or visit us in Robinson Town Center in Cranberry Township or in Morgantown at Suncrest Town Center.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to Settlements and Verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of. And fact check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Pony, presented by FanDuel, the FanDuel Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of 93.7 The Fan, and FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge has your back with a special Mulligan Bet Back token this week in golf. Once the tournament starts, you can turn any losing bet into a bonus bet for another try. Now you've got protection to take that sleeper pick or make a bold prediction. Backing someone to win it all? Go for it. Like someone for a top 5 finish? Lock it in with confidence, because if it doesn't hit, you've got that mulligan in your back pocket ready to go. My pick to win is Rahm at 14-1. Yes, coming off the other tour, but he's won here before, and he is playing some very good golf. So that's FanDuel.com/Andrew to claim your special mulligan bet back token today. 21 plus in President, Pennsylvania. Opt-in required. Refund issued is now double bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration. See terms sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's time for the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show. The North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show is presented by Keystone Custom Apparel and is brought to you by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Spencer Toyota, 2 Minute Junk Truck, Saloni's Italian Bread, Joe Ball GMC, Hampton Beer Outlet, Hello Windows, Og Murphy and Perkoski, Pennsylvania One Call System, Zero Res, and the North Shore Tavern. The North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show is on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
And a very pleasant good afternoon. Paul Alexander with you on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Bucks with an opportunity to get out the broom and sweep the Chicago Cubs. And if you're thinking to yourself, man, that just doesn't happen all that often, well, it is a long time in coming. The last sweep against the Cubs, September of 2019. Now, that was at PNC Park. The last time it happened in the friendly confines of Wrigley, April of 2017. So maybe brooms over cones today. I mean, I guess you can go with both. You know, put the cone down and sweep around it. I don't know. You know, we've introduced new aspects to the Bucks this year, including a quick look at the standings, and that is presented by Pella Windows and Doors. And folks, just enjoy it. Let's hope it lingers and lasts and continues. But right now, your Pittsburgh Pirates are in first place in the National League Central with a record of 9-5. They've been 8-2 in their last 10, and the run differential of +9. The Reds just a game back in the loss column. They're 9-6, 6-4 in their last 10. They're actually a -13 in their run differential. So when they win big. And when they lose big. Cardinals 8-6, 6-4 in their last 10, a -8 in their run differential. The Brewers, for the first time since I can remember, not in first place in the National League Central, also at 8-6. They're a +18 in their run differential. They're 5-5. They've cooled off a good bit in their last 10. And the Cubbies, thanks to the Bucks, are now 6-8 in last place, 4-6 in their last 10, and they are a +9 in their overall run differential. This is the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show presented by Keystone Custom Apparel, and it's just a glorious day to be a Pirate fan. It's a glorious day to be in Western Pennsylvania. So what's on tap? We kind of hit on some of the bigger elements. The fact that the Pirates can get out the broom and sweep the Cubs in Chicago for the first time since April of 2017. Take advantage of the opportunity. And right now, the Pirates are finding ways to win. And I've always made this statement, and it really is something that I believe to be irrefutable. Good teams find ways to win. Bad teams find ways to lose. So right now, I don't care what metrics you use. I don't care what algorithms you want to plug in. The Pirates are finding ways to win. The last two in particular just aren't games that the most recent Pirate teams were going to come out on top. I mean, Yohan Ramirez gets out of 2 bases-loaded jams in the 10th and 11th innings. And how about, you have second and third, nobody out, and no runs come across. The relievers yesterday, they put on a little show. They only gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. I mean, that's a really stellar effort by this Pirate bullpen. Also, in their last 4 starts, the starters have gone at least 5 and only allowed either 1 run or no runs. Now, some things have to happen to make this a little more sustainable. So why don't we get into what's on tap? Presented by Hampton Beer Outlet. Corona 18-pack bottles and Modelo 18-pack cans. Your choice, $22.99. That's a good choice to have right there. So what's on tap? The Bucks with an opportunity to stay hot, make a statement, and for the first time since 2002, they can win 5 straight games in the National League Central away from home. Check that out. They have a 4-game winning streak right now on the road in the National League Central. If they make it 5, it'll be the first time since 2002. All right. I'll give you the weather situation. On tap, by the way, presented by Hampton Beer Outlet, as we said. I love their slogan, drive a little, save a lot. How about the weather report from Chicago? That's presented by, when weather disaster strikes, call Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. So the wind is going to be blowing out. You know, we've had the wind blowing in games 1 and 2 in this 3-game series. About 20 to 25 miles per hour in Wrigley. They're going to get up to 80 degrees today. The ball will be flying. Warmer temperatures, wind blowing out. I don't know who that favors. We're going to have to wait and see. If you like to bet the over-under on runs scored, today might be a day to consider the over. You know, just throwing that out there. But 25 miles per hour blowing out in Chicago. When we come back, the pitching matchup, it's a familiar one. A former Pirate against an up-and-coming Pirate. Should be a whole lot of fun to watch. Our pitching matchup and many other things coming up right here on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app by 4/18 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
The weather is turned, baseball is back, and that means you need beer, and there's one place to go for all your beer needs, and that's Hampton Beer Outlet, where right now, great special going on. Corona 18-pack bottles, Modelo 18-pack cans, your choice. $22.99. What a price. That's right. Corona 18-pack bottles, Modelo 18-pack cans, your choice, just $22.99. So drive a little, save a lot. Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Most commercial cleaning companies, they leave behind residue that attracts dirt. Zero Res doesn't. Their residue-free process means your carpets, tile, upholstery, and all air ducts stay cleaner longer, even in the busiest environments. And here's what a lot of people don't realize. Zero Res Res isn't just for homes. They handle commercial spaces too. So if you're tired of constantly re-cleaning your floors, Zero Res Commercial. It's smarter cleaning. Schedule a free estimate. Visit zerores.com/commercial.
Thor Dickerson here. Looking for an easy way to raise money for your youth sports team or organization this season? Keystone Custom Apparel has a brand new fan club fundraiser designed specifically for sports teams. Each player receives a custom shirt featuring the names of their supporters on the back. Supporters simply donate $20 per name, enter their name online, select their favorite player, and check out. No collecting money from parents, no complicated order forms, no headaches. Most teams raise $2,000 to $5,000 with this program. Visit KeystoneCustomApparel.com or give them a call, 724-206-0285 to get started today.
HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey sports station, live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Welcome back. Paul Alexander with you on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Time now for our pitching matchup. Who's got the ball tonight? Brought to you by Joe Ball GMC. You can have it all at Joe Ball. Well, it's a good one. It'll be Bubba Chandler wants to really get into a much better space, much better command than he had in his last time out. He lost a 5-0 decision after giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks. He did strike out 4, but over his 4 1/3 innings of work on April 6th, that was against San Diego. So Bubba Chandler's going to have to be a lot sharper. He has a 3.12 ERA. He's only worked 8 2/3 innings, struck out 10 with a 1.73 whip. That's well above average. That's because of all of the walks. Overall in his career, 4-2, 3.83 ERA, 40 innings of work, 41 strikeouts. Anytime you're averaging more strikeouts than innings pitched, you're in a pretty good place. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat there. I apologize for that. And a 1.10 whip, which is much more respectable. And a really, really great guy will throw the first pitch today. Jameson Taillon, you remember him as a great bucko. Just an incredible guy. Really like my time around him. 0-1 so far in the season, a 2.53 ERA, 10 2/3. He's struck out 7, a 1.22 whip. In his career, 82-61, a 3.86 career ERA. He's worked 1,247 innings, 1,080 strikeouts, and a 1.19 whip. So it's going to be a pretty good matchup, I think. I don't think there's any question about that. There should be a well-pitched game, but keep in mind, the ballpark and its conditions play a huge role in how pitchers do. I mean, it's not Coors Field. It's not what you deal with in Colorado because of the elevation. But as we all know, if the wind's blowing out at Wrigley, I mean, we could get into some weirdness in terms of scores and length of game and all those kind of things. I mean, it could have a football kind of score by the time it's all said and done. But it shouldn't be that crazy with those two pitchers on the mound. Also, we have to take a quick look at the Shaping Your Future in the Minor Leagues with the Minor League Report, brought to you by the Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. Home equity loans, rates as low as 5.25%. Full terms, AllegiantFCU.org. Indians off to a slow start in Indy, 3-11. Valdez, kind of hot. Keep an eye on him if something, if they should need a bat to be brought up. Valdez right now would probably be in the lead for that role. Has 3 home runs, a 970 OPS. So Valdez off to a good start in the minors. When we come back right here on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel, we'll have your starting lineups. The Pirate lineup finally got to us in a relatively quick fashion. So we'll have that for you, as well as the Cubs, who's in and who's out in terms of the lineup, straight ahead on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Catastrophic injuries bring emotional strain, physical pain, and financial stress. You don't have to face it alone. Ogg, Murphy, and Perkoski will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM today. Ogg, Murphy, Perkoski, the firm. We are all in.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each. $30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hi, I'm Neil Walker. One of my favorite places to go on the North Shore is the North Shore Tavern. If you love the Pittsburgh Pirates, then you'll love the North Shore Tavern. My home and Pittsburgh's home for Steak on the Stone. Just a stone's throw away from PNC Park on the North Shore.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Welcome back. Paul Alexander with you on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. And we do have those starting lineups, and they are yet to be presented by anyone other than myself. So that's an opportunity for business owners out there to hop on that. O'Neal Cruz, no doubt about that. 4 for 5 yesterday with 3 steals. He's hitting .345 on the year, an OPS of 1,018. He'll lead off and play center. Lau back in the lineup. He will play second and bat second. Reynolds is also off to a very nice start. He will be in left. Ozuna, okay, easy. If you would take a look at his splits against Tyone, you would understand why he's in the lineup. In his, I think, 20-some at bats against Tyone, I believe he has 10 hits. So he's someone that needs to get off the schneid, no question about that. But he's had some seasons where he started off really poorly in April and ended up with, pretty big numbers by the end of the year. So I'm not sure how much longer they keep putting him in the lineup, but today's a good day because he's had a lot of success against Tyone. York, who is red hot, leading the team in average at .379. He will play third today. Horowitz in the lineup at first base. And the kid, Griffin, will be at short, batting eighth. Bart once again behind the plate doing the catching. For the Chicago Cubs, Horner will be at second, batting first. Ballesteros. That just makes sense on Masters Sunday that Ballesteros is in the lineup. He will be the DH. Bregman will be at third, batting third. Happ, Mount Lebanon zone, will be in left. He has 4 bombs already on the year. Suzuki in right. Kelly will do the catching. Peter Crow Armstrong will be in center field. It'll be Swanson at short, and Shaw will be at first base. So there's a lot of good things going on with what I see in that lineup today. I did the pregame show for Game 1, and I felt good about it because I said Reynolds was going to be the guy, and that was going to be the way it went down. And sure enough, didn't he hit that 2-run homer to get that victory in Game 1? And now, after that 4-3 win yesterday in 11 innings, Yohan Ramirez with one of the better Houdini acts. You know, Majinski had a great Houdini act going as the starter in game 1 of this series, but the Pirates can sweep the Cubs at Wrigley for the first time since 2017, and this would be a 5th straight road win in the National League Central. Think about that. First 5-game road winning streak in the National League Central, which, by the way, began in 1994, but they haven't won 5 in a row on the road since 2002. What's at stake? Keys to the game and call of the game. All of that is straight ahead right here on the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show, presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. We'll get you right up to the Jason Mackey Show. You're going to hear from Ben Sherrington. And First Pitch, we'll eventually get you there. That'll be at 2:20. All of it right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
When disaster strikes your home or business, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration of Pittsburgh is ready to help. Our certified team handles everything from emergency cleanup to full reconstruction, working directly with your insurance to make the process simple. Available 24/7, we respond fast and restore your property with care, honesty, and experience you can trust. Visit panhandlecr.com. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, restoring Pittsburgh's peace of mind.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Now back to the North Shore Tavern Leadoff Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Oh, man, something just hit me hard. And I know it's going to hit those of you that have been Bucco fans for, a period of time. This one hurts, guys. This is from the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is with a heavy heart that we confirm the passing of former Pirate infielder Phil Garner. Scrap Iron was a beloved member of the Pirate family as he spent 5 of his 16 Major League seasons playing with the Pirates from 1977 to 1981, of course, being a part of that World Series championship, a big part of that World Series championship in 1979. He batted .417 in the NL Championship Series that year in 507 games against the Orioles. So he was just one of those guys, kind of the heart and soul, and the nickname, Scrap Iron, could not have been more fitting. And he was just one of those guys that you basically win championships with. I mean, that's just who he was. He batted .500 in the World Series and 400 plus in the NLCS. So just deepest sympathies and condolences out to his family, and basically to all Pirate fans out there that just had such a great love affair with Scrap Iron. And boy, that hit kind of hard. That really didn't not sitting well with me right now, to be perfectly honest. So what's at stake? That is brought to you by North Shore Tavern, home of steak on a stone. And as much as I love steak, they also will put a chunk of salmon on there for you. They'll put some other things on that stone, and you'll have yourself just a delectable, amazing meal. It is just a great atmosphere down there. I love all the artwork. My great friend Tom Mosser's done a ton of pirate portraits that were all over the place within the tavern there and Mike's Beer Bar. Just that whole complex down there. We do so many things with the Fan down there, and Mike is just an incredible host. Partners for Care do a great job with some charity events there as well. So get down to Mike's Beer Bar or the North Shore Tavern. You do have to go in the door and out the door to get into both, but they're right next door. It's just it's a great complex and a great time. So what's at stake? The sweep's at stake. The momentum's at stake. Holding on to first place, 5 games above 500. Just more and more belief. Not only are you making the fans believe and the rest of Major League Baseball believe, what's really important and probably more important than anything else about who believes, they have to believe. Those guys getting out there and playing the game for you every day, that 26-man roster, that's who has to believe. And I think that, the more big wins you pull out, games that were definitely going to go the other way last year, they just were. I mean, come on. They had 61-run games last year, and they unfortunately came out on the short end more often than not. So winning close games, winning big games, winning NL Central games on the road, all of those things are so, so important. The Pirates were not a good road team last year. Learning how to win on the road, I mean, that's a big part of what's at stake here today. I don't think there's any question about that at all. So to get the sweep, to get to 10-5, to stay in first place, all of those things, to me, are crucial and key. Keys to the game. And the keys to the game are brought to you by Spitzer Toyota in Monroeville, SpitzerToyota.com. So to me, it's going to be with Bubba Chandler. I think that he has to find the command with his fastball. We know that he has great stuff. We know that the velocity is there. He can hit triple digits. He can bring it. He is a hopeful Paul Skeens is who he wants to be. He wants, I'm sure, model himself after him. He has that same kind of frame, the same kind of stuff, the same kind of velocity. Now he has to figure out where the ball's going. And I don't know if it's a physical thing, a mental thing, a release point thing, a stride thing. He just needs to find the strike zone. He has just walked way too many batters. He's the last starter really to get kind of roughed up a little bit, losing his last outing. And, again, there's a pretty high bar to follow here with the Pirates and their starters. So I think it all starts with Bubba Chandler today. And also play clean. Pirates struggled getting runs across with, base runners in scoring position. The RISP has not been great. I mean, I know they pulled out the 4-3 11-inning win yesterday, but they could have put that game, away much sooner just with a crucial clutch hit. And, those are going to be, the 2-out base hits that score a run or two. Normally, if you get a couple of those in a game, you're going to win the game. So play clean. Bubba has to really eliminate the free passes, at least reduce them greatly, and play clean and get some key hits when you have guys in scoring position. Call of the game today, brought to you by the Pennsylvania One Call System. Know what's below. Contact 811 before you dig. And Joe Block and Neil Walker will have the call. That means when it's all said and done. Look, we see Neil right on TV right now, and you know where he is? The North Shore Tavern. How key is that? I mean, all of that happening right now. So we'll grab Neil after the game. He'll be on our North Shore Tavern leadoff show and, of course, the post-game show. The Og Murphy and Prikoski reaction show that will follow right after the game. Our thanks to Joel Nelson. Always does a great job on the other side of the glass. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do between now and first pitch. Joel recommended a walk. That's not a bad idea. Beautiful day. Foster Plaza here in Green Tree is a nice place to go for a little walk. But I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Jason Mackey, the Insider Show's coming up. You're going to hear from Ben Schering.